If you want to receive monies from UK, Europe, USA, Canada, Switzerland, and the rest of the world, Supersonics Money Transfer has got you covered. With the largest payout network in the Gambia, you can now receive your monies anywhere you are, from Kartong to Koina, with less hassle. Yes! You can receive monies from your family and friends in UK, Europe, USA, Canada, Switzerland, and the rest of the world with our safe, secure, fast, and convenient service that offers you the largest selection of payout locations in the Gambia. Supersonics Money Transfer. We are currently in 34 African countries and counting, giving you quality money remittance services that are second to none. Visit the Google Play Store or the Apple Store today to download the Supersonics Money Transfer app and enjoy excellent money transfer services only with Supersonics.
Jalba!
Amo! Moro!
Bari biba ma diari mbakel.
Konkoto murkoto le konkoto futo koto purkoto mo.
Muto nyaade man nin kolko. Sila koto wakata sate koto.
Prince Kuyate le mamanta nan entertainment. Wala be mbakela semega jane holi ka fo me kora awo. Kala purata enti. Mbe korontoro kan ala karam fa janni woni.
Yenyun kora bemba min da kanake Gambia jang. Sato dao da tata jen kama de ka fo kora awo. Amma kan man tenkunno banko ka. Iko banko nyaton ko min keta Adama Baroti anala numonyo first lady.
Fatma baba.
Ye nyim ben kere sika ya ditel la ka nyaton ko. Amadou Kora wo fanam be jele don. Ajaratu Fatu Sonko bakaw.
Kora mansa.
Ni ajebe kumbola tumbun ko to salon ko dali ko lon le sabu. Kora man ke bi fenti.
Baraka.
Ha.
Ngo batar la be on.
Mbeje ko dura anda mu be mele neti.
And I thank you, members of the media, joining us on this novel press conference. As we all know, this is One Park and that's his wife right there. Recently, there was a picture circulating on social media regarding an image of Jesus Christ, the prophet, which made a lot of people got upset about it. One Park is here to make it clear to the audience. I mean, I know he came to my show and he went to some media houses clarifying the reason why he did that picture, but we decided to call on this press conference to talk about it, and not just that, to also talk about his projects, his future projects, and also talk about him as a person, because we all know One Pack has been tried 19 times, and it's not easy for someone to go through such situation and be mentally okay. He's really struggling with his mental health, which is one reason why he wanted to talk about that. And also, you know, here and there, some little addresses. We also like to talk to young people, especially the future generation. One Pack have a very important message that he wants to share to the audience. So please bear with us as we go through this press pack.
For showing up all of you from every media houses we're representing. And anyway, my name is Bai Musa Seka, and my artist name is One Pack. I'm a native of Bakau, born and brought up in Bakau, you get me? Yeah, that's all I can say for now. And like Sully said, there was a picture trending on social media which was very disturbing, or some would find it or deem it as a disturbing picture or offensive or irritating picture or post of mine, but the intention and how people were about to condemn the thing, and both the thing and myself, was just not how it is meant for. And I mean, the intention of posting that picture or doing that photo is not about, bringing any caricature or mockery form to my, opposite faith. The intention is and the idea was all about, art. And I've been One Pack, been devastated by my society, isolated by my community. There's a kind of torture going on, and this is what I want to portray. You just can't condemn people for the fact of doing one mistake of their life, and you just want to, take that advantage of pointing them or labeling them for life as a bad person. We all have but then again, we need chance to be given to each other, to prove also case our good and also our best we can just put on the table or present to the whole world, that it could be beneficial both to the world and the presiding nation you are presiding at, and be part of the national development. Going out to my fellow youth, I have my cans and calibers still on the streets. And I cannot feel complete and will never be relent, until seeing them being more than me or being like me, paving the good way. So this is how it is, and I just want to tell people that how you see it is not how it is meant to be, and the understanding mind too. I'm very grateful by you and your courage that you've been encouraging me that I can do it, and I believe with you I can do it. All right.
Yeah. Just to add on to that, just to add on to what One Pack said, I am proud of you personally, because not everybody can change their ways. There are so many people out there who are probably doing bad things, but think it is good, what they are doing is good. But here you are, One Pack tried 19 times, and you decided to change, but not just change as an individual, also amplify your voice to help young people out there realize that if you pave this way, this is what is waiting for you, like what you've gone through. And here you are working on changing yourself and also changing young people out there. And then to make it clear, One Pack was not imitating Jesus the prophet. He was just the thief next to Jesus Christ, because when Jesus was crucified, he was crucified along two people, I guess. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
So the person next to Jesus Christ was the one One Pack was imitating, not Jesus himself. So just to make it clear.
Yeah, for real. And in addition to that, I would love to call my fellow youth on the streets. These are my main headache for now. You get me? Because all my followers are ex-cons. All my followers are the ones people labeling criminals. All my followers are kids. Most of my followers are kids, and they are an undefiled brain. You get me? They need to be protected. And at the end of the day, they will be saying, okay, we like One Pack, we want to be like One Pack, but there is a condemnation too that I should fight and stop them of being One Pack generally. You can take the best from One Pack and leave the rest. That will be depend on, I going to them, putting it on a picture that if you have black, that's where it will lead. If you pave the white way, that's where this is where you will lead. But One Pack, how he started and where I am today is just, God's work. This is just miraculous that I've been saved from that, or pinched from that mist of my group or kind and calibers, But it's not that I'm better than you being left on the street, or I'm better than you being out there. You get me? That you doing that I was doing, being an offender, or committing felonies, being a hardened, stubborn criminal and all that. You get me? Obstacles are bound to occur in one's life, but when they do, you take them in good faith. And yet still, honesty doesn't start with people being honest to you. You have to be honest to yourself. You get me? Then people will get the guts and courage of responding to you onto whatsoever you want to portray, being it on a positive lane or on positivity, whatsoever it might be. But for now, what I will try to say to the whole world, not even Gambia, because I'm not repping Gambia only, to the whole world, this is not the Pack you know before, and this is a kind of rebirth, rebirth person. I can say even I'm a messiah even. Yeah, when I don't know or whatsoever, because seriously, Sally, I'm a caller to good.
You are.
I'm a caller to kindness. I'm a caller to, reformation, and these are things which are disturbing our society, community, our youth. You get me? And we all are responsible people, and we all have something to put after life,
Yeah.
that one should be looking up
Yeah.
at us with being here or being absent of this present moment, or or being demised from this world. But you have to leave something, or you have to set something that people can benefit out of it. You get me? Thank you. You get me? You got to put that legacy out there, but let it be positive. Yeah, thank God. Before, I'm ashamed of my past and my initial starting of life, but now I'm proud of it, because I'm not gonna change that past, to the present by benefiting both I and the other parties out there. You get me? By not paving the bad way, let's just take the good way. Yeah, because now I can say, yeah, I'm starting to toast to the good life. I'm starting to feel the benefit of good, or being
you're
good.
Married now, so.
Yeah, I'm married with a beautiful wife. You can see her. You know what I mean? So, you talk about my wife, I feel happy.
So let's at this point, let's talk about your projects, your future projects.
Yeah, in this match, we kind of cooking something which we wanna just stage on the stadium.
Yeah.
For this match, So, but we're working on it with Sorai Entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah, and BT Entertainment as well. And whom are working hand in hand. And the BT Entertainment is just a half part of mine, or half brothers of mine in Bakau. You get me? So now Bakau is like repping and trying to, brand and portray that they can, we can do it. And big thanks to Sorai Entertainment. And we have another partners like, Smart Construction, whom. Yeah, and you get Sora Promotion. Sorry, I said entertainment.
Yeah.
You have BT Entertainment, Sora Promotion, and Smart Properties, and God's Will Entertainment. We're working on this coming March, to stage a big Reformation concert at the stadium. But the date has been working. We're working on the dates. Soon the date will be popping out, and we will love every Gambian, every good person, every change caller, every reforming or wanting to reform, association or community, and all to come forward and support this, because this is about one park is headlining it, but the benefit is not about one park.
Yeah,
you
there
get
will
me?
be a lot of artists.
Yeah. And the funds we will be having on it, the 50% of the fund will go to the the prison community or the prison department. Yeah. To enhance the well-being and welfare of the prisoners being indicted at this moment, or for the time the benefit will reach them.
Yeah, so we're calling on every company to support.
Yeah, so we're calling on all the companies to support and enhance and put your effort to see the event goes on well. Yeah.
And also the part where you will be going to schools to have a conversation with students.
Yeah, working on that school tour, like enlightening students with Kerfatu, whom are working on that part too, and I'm very proud of them. They are pushing their time and ability and resources and facilities to facilitate me to that access of reaching schools and having school tours, to enlighten the undefiled brain. You get me? Both the schools and the streets too. It's not relenting job anyway, So, and from there we're trying to we have a couple of songs coming out and a couple of videos coming out soon,
Yeah. Thank you very much. At this point, the floor is open. If any one of you have a question for One Park, you can. Please mention your name and your media house.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Master Bo, Paradise again. First of all, I would say I'm really proud of you, One Park, and from all the obstacles you have gone through and your information, trying to represent towards what exactly should inspire the youth of this generation. First of all, I want to ask you, I understand you made a couple of apologies to the Christian Council meeting Pastor Steele, I think is the Secretary General of Islamic Christian Council. He said he's going to tribute to the chairman of Islamic Christian Council. I just want to understand, why are you apologizing again? And secondly, when you started your music, this was not something that was
supreme pagan leaders on, you know what I mean, people who don't want to understand things like how they should be, you get me? So long story short, I'm sinner beside Jesus, you know what I mean? I'm seeking for salvation and was accepted and been promised to dine and fast with Jesus in heaven.
Yeah, to add it up, like you said, he did apologize before coming to my show and also reaching out to other media houses, even to the extent of meeting the Christian Council, like you said. But the reason why we gathered here today is just to talk about, one part just wants to make it clear out there to the people that he is aware of what he did in his past and he wants to change. He wants to talk about his future projects. He also wants to use the opportunity to to let them understand that even the Christians are cool with it. Now everybody should let go, because the reason why is we want to organize a show. We reached out to some promoters, but they were like, I don't think One Pack will sell, because he just did something that made a lot of people get upset about it. So they don't even want to promote One Pack's show, because they have the notion in their head that he dissed the Christians, so they don't want to get involved into it, and that his music, if they try to organize a show, nobody will come. We're just here to let everyone know that Christians themselves are cool with the whole thing, and then that they should also understand that life have to move on. We don't just have to cage someone over something they did or who they were. Why did you change from explicit?
If I want it to go forward, it has to be based on the truth.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, benefiting messages, and you know, something which will be, you know, I mean, productive by the to the whole society. And
one last one. When you started music and now what you do, did you regret the sounds that you recorded in the past that were explicit at this point where you are?
No, for me, I don't regret nothing on my music.
Thank you.
I'm very proud of my initial music, even. Simply because, man, they were real. And anything real in this Gambia, you know what I mean? People, man, the real is just like the minor. The fake is the majority here. So it just has to be perseverance and put your eyes on the prize of what you want to get and what you want to be and how you want to get it. But if you have to look on people, means, you know what I mean, you're not doing for them. You're doing it for yourself or to be praised. I'm not looking for praises and recognition. I'm looking for, you know what I mean, understanding and audience that will, you know what I mean, protect the undefiled brain of not being me.
Yeah, thank you.
Good afternoon. I am Aisha Tujala from Gambian Talents TV. My first statement question is for Sally. In your statement, you made mention of Pat going through a lot of stuff and suffering in some kind of mental health. So can you please explain what type of mental health Pat is suffering? And the second question is for Pat. Your December program, the one that was supposed to be at QTV, was one of your biggest programs in 2020. And later on we saw a press release from Q Star and the Q group condemning your action and saying that you are not participating. If you have to participate, the program is going to be cancelled. How do you feel those moments? And what impact do you think this will still have on your music career? And the third question is for Madam Seka. How does it feel? All of them, right? But it's not all of the battle anyway. So, celebrated. I think last thing this has been a very hard week for your husband. Naka nga dundee moment yu mel noonu dangaa toog gis ci internet bi kuy saaga Faat di ko ooyee dof di ko ooyee yeneen di wax ne ay boos la moom ay li war naka nga dundee moment yu mel noonu.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, mental health first.
Mental health first. Okay. So there's this thing called post-traumatic disorder syndrome, I guess. Yeah. Correct me if I'm right. Yeah. So people think maybe ñu feebar ñoo tëdd si lopitaan bi, or something ñu nekk si street bi, those are the ones that are sick. Some people mentally are going through stress, and it's affecting them in so many ways. Sometimes you see some people that are so upset, or they do things. If you really take a look at their past, they were triggered by something. And being tried 19 times, we all know the condition in male too, how it is. It's frustrating. It's bad. And you've been there 19 times. Society has disowned you. Your family, some members have disowned you. You have to now fight with yourself, like the inner person inside of you. You're so used to being bad. I mean, these are the things that you're known for. You pass through certain areas, people run away from you or point finger at you. And now you're trying to change from that person to being a better person, to being a role model, to being someone that will serve as an inspiration to young people. So these are things that mentally you have to go through it, you have to struggle through it.
Was it medically proven or scientifically proven, if I may ask?
No, there are certain things you don't, it's not like as if you have to go to the hospital for a doctor to tell you you're suffering from these. These are psychology. It has to do with your head. These are things that you do certain things and then you feel it's not right and you try to change. I'm sure it do happens to you sometimes. Sometimes you might feel like the guilt of doing something and you trying to change. So I think we should be very proud of One Pac, like I said initially, because he is trying to change. There are so many people, they're still stealing, still going out hurting people, still raping women, still abusing women, still doing so many things. And they're not even thinking of changing. Here you have somebody who has been
who's been there, done it.
Been there, done it, and it's obvious it's out there, and he still comes out and agrees. You know, the person I respect the most is somebody that owns up to their responsibilities. One Pac came and said, I used to be a thief. I used to do this. I go here and they take people's stuff. I mean, some of us, when we were young, we do steal things from our dad or our moms, but we act holy. Like, we will never come and say, nobody will come and tell you, Damalandem Rangi Senegambia. Nobody will tell you, yesterday I slept with a guy. Nobody will tell you, I stole this or I stole that. And One Pac came out and said, he did this, he did that, and he wants to change. So I think the best we need to do as Gambian is help him change, not try to always point fingers at him from the bad things he did. This will affect you. Even if you do not go to a hospital, this will affect you. If you're trying to change, break the chains from being good and having someone pointing you as bad always. Seeing you as this person, like this was who you are, you're going to change. We have to support people to change. And we're calling on the government also to create rehab centers. There are some things that some people would do that maybe they don't need to go to mile to. What they need is a rehab center where they would be taken there, have somebody like a psychologist or so who will support them to maybe ask them questions as to why they did this, what led them to that, or how they should change. If you pack
to Jesus' crucifixion, but the next man around and beside him was the sinner that I see myself as, and I really want to change, and he want to change, and he accepted the change that Jesus was calling. Jesus tell him that, yo, you're welcome, you're most welcome. It is highly appreciated and accepted by us or by God. I promise, and I'm steadfast, I promise we will dine. I will dine and fast with you in heaven. But not I, point of correction, not I said in my and onto my initial live videos or interviews that I was Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm not Jesus. I'm not even close to Jesus. I was the next guy beside Jesus, and that was prefaced before this session onto my personal videos and whatever I was doing on the media.
I guess that's clear. So the second one is how it's going to impact
Yes, how what feeling when you saw that press release from the Q group, and what impact do you think this will have on your music career?
I just feel like I was just the misunderstood one by Q Cell and Q Cell or Q Group team of whatsoever they might call themselves, Mohammed Jah to the down last man. Again, I was just misinterpreted and misunderstood by them, and they were, the time they were understanding, it was like kind of late.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was too late for them to understand. And
dafa am ay noon ku nekk da nga am ay noon da ngay xool ci ñi la bëgg boo defee ñëppay sa ñëpp ñu baax ñëppay taxaw xam nga am lu leen naqadi kon bul xool ci ñi nga xam ne dañ lay xas metti na lool waaye dama koy muñ waaw ndax tamit maa ko war a jàppale ndax jigéen góor goo dégg mu nekk ci kaw rek am na jigéen ju nekk ci ginnaaw dama koy soulager chaque jour di ko wax na muñ àdduna jombul dina baax xam nga moom daal mi ngi noonu nit ku baax la nit ku baax la ku topp ay waxam rek danga naan kii lii wala lee waaye amul xol lu mu bëgg a def boo ko ci lu mu bëgg a def daal dina ma.
Do you try going to future to Muhammad Shah and Yaman mention about it?
no, I'm having Muhammad just number for now, and the reason that I was like relenting on taking that move was, and I mean I deem it fit and satisfying by the Christian community, which has to be reaching to him directly, and been promised or been given a promise of they will let go the ban or the sanction, so-called sanction of me being playing or being part of any show that they man. I don't care about QCell or Q City. You get me? I got the stadium in my town, Bakau. I'm bigger than QCell and Q City. You get me? But this is a kind of disrespecting. You get me? When they said they are defending the Christian community, yet still the same Christian community and their high supreme representatives, have to even call them. Say, if at all this is the reason you want to demise someone in the name of our religion is not out to demise or to destroy people, but it's to enhance and give chance to people. You get me? So if at all this is this act is being condemned for our sakes, we are forgiven and it is unnecessary. But for now, really, I'm just in apologies to everything that was like unappropriate by myself and saying it's just the anger, man. But you get me? So, but going to this management team, I was never been managed or sponsored by no company or anyone. You get me? After this erupts, I'm having godly, kind people coming to my aid, knowing that I need to be directed, I need to be dictated on certain things, I need to be consulted. I need to be counseled even when doing something, and I have to sit on table with them to discuss things I would like wanting to do, whether it is appropriate with the society and the community or not. Hence, I'm a public figure, or I'm claiming to be one. You get me? As a public servant, you get me? There I get this Sora promotion, come on board, you get BT Entertainment, you get me, and Smart Properties, you get me? It's not the whole smart properties even, but it is like Pasamba and Ansumana, and thankfully I'm getting Sally from Kirfa to even, who are ready to be, put on every effort, time, energy of their resources, you get me, to see that I achieve my goals and be what I want to be when it comes to positivity and change and the reformation of the young youths out there. You get me? Yeah.
And one follow-up question. You said Mamjara Production made that flyer.
Yes, they made that flyer.
I'm surprised, and I know many people are here are surprised about it. How come they made the flyer? The flyer is out, and the same people came back again and then rejected everything. How did that make you feel? And what was your reaction to Mamjara?
My reaction was like, I just pray for them, like, you get me? I just pray for them to be, what they want to be. And I just...
But did you call them to talk about this issue?
No, I've called and talked about the issue, but the answer being given to me or the response, I think I will confine those, And
I think, to cut it short, they were just, because people started getting upset and condemning one pack for what he did, they now want to withdraw just because they want to,
clear their name
and not have whatever impact, whatever impact surrounding one park to not affect their show. Yeah.
Yeah, in addition to that, if you see, I even let go that part and everything about Mahamjara production and QCell, man, the whole country is like seeing what's happening. So it is not necessary for me to come, like, stepping on that issue hardly. You get me? Because there are some issues, you just let the wise read the minds and let the wise be the judge of certain issues, you get me?
Yeah.
But all these are judged by intention, you get me?
Right.
But for that Mamjara and QTV, QCity, Q whatever, Q cell, man, just wish them the best. Life goes on, But it doesn't give me no setback or discouragement. Only encouragement, man. This move has even encouraged my career more, and it has shown me a lot of miss points that should be pointed out. You get me? And it's another direction and whatsoever. Yeah.
My name is Mariam Ndiaye from the Voice Newspaper. Basically, I don't have a question because you have basically answered all the doubts. I just have a comment. One part I am proud of you. Number
Thank
one,
you.
Allah guide, may Allah guide you through everything.
Someone
like you will be very important in terms of change. We have seen what our youths are going through nowadays. They have changed rascals, and someone like you who have lived the life, you face the the punishment and stuff. It will be very important for us to have someone like you to change them. The youth will listen to you more because you know what it feels to be in that life. You have lived the life. Yep. So for someone like me who have never lived the life, if I talk to the people, I might not touch the heart because I have not lived the life. But someone like you who have lived the life, talking to people will really inspire them. And one thing I want Gambians to embrace you. If it's someone who has been traumatized, doing a lot of stress, need a process of healing, you could have choose to hide away from the people to heal slowly. But with all what you are going through, you still stood firm to talk to the people. You still want to come in to touch her. So I think Gambians should stop the hypocrisy and support someone like one part. We should give chance to one another. We like people like this in our society because people like this are going to make change and they will really inspire the youth, especially someone who, maybe let me say, a criminal is out there. If one part is not given the chance, it's not supported. Even if the party wants to turn from being a rapist to a good person, will be like, if I change, you see what they're doing to one part, then I will not change. So I think we should give one part a chance and embrace him, inshallah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I just wanted to just add something. I think it's very important. I'm Mam's bio. You asked me to come to Senegal and get me.
Yeah, I told you, come, I'll give you a wife.
Moms, you need to get a wife now.
During your interview with Sally, you mentioned something which I think is very important, and I want you to be clear on it. Government not opening rehabilitation centers.
Yeah.
Because there is so many of them.
Yeah.
And I want you to be clear on that because I think it's really important. I even used it as an example. I quoted it this morning on my program, and I want you to just set more light on it because I really would want to cut that part.
Long story short, there is no bad person, you get me? We just humans, you get me, born to make sins, but at the end of the day, we have to correct ourselves, you get me? I think the guts you'll be having of being an offender or being a sinner, that's the same guts you should have to, how to call it?
To change?
That's the same guts you should have and be bold enough to stand again. Take responsibility of those acts. And it is not even you being honest to you, you're just protecting yourself. Okay, in the eyes of Sally or in the eyes of everyone that that are present here. Now, if I had to commit anything wrong or a felony or about to commit a felony, and you are present, you will be my reminder. Hey, Park, the last time you were saying you changed and you want to do this. Obviously, man, come on. It's not going to happen. It's a protection for me too. And going back to your question, the government has to facilitate people, you get me, to reach out to the streets. You get me? Because you have more crime rates going on in Gambia now, more than anything. Like, you get me? Every day you have like maybe 5-10 cases of, major crime offensives.
Yeah.
You get me? But you cannot send a driver to a. You cannot send a driver to a chef. You get me? Only a ninja can stop a ninja. You get me? So this is like Gambia, and the Gambian government is like, know whom you know, not what you know. You get me? To be honest, they have to facilitate these people. You get me? Because some will be, hey, these people inside are good people. Believe me. They just fall into traps or been, victimized onto the circumstances and the situation they've seen themselves. But if they are given a chance, I swear to God, the government's even work would be, less, because they're gonna take the measure. You get me? For me, those are the people I call family, friends, mates. You get me? Calibers, kinds, type, and they're all responding to me, and I really inspire some of them. They want to change. They want to have a wife like me. They want to have love like me or more than me. They want to be more than me or like me. You get me? Do you think it is not nice to, man, if I don't deserve it or what it, all of you will not leave your time and energy and, waste your, resources of reaching this destination, which this meeting is destined at. You get me? But you deem it fit that, yeah, one has to be given chance. So if at all we have multiple groups of your understanding, reasoning in this community and in our government, you get me, that to facilitate people like me, because I don't want people to think even like I'm campaigning for that post. But for now, I think I'm the right candidate to reach out the streets and to change the streets. And I will never relent till I see that change on the streets. You get me? So I don't feel even complete, like having a good life or starting to close to the good life without my mates have been and done their way, been left on streets and still doing the same awful, deeds and wrongs and acts and felonies they were committed or allegedly been alleged of doing and been tried or incarcerated or convicted, remanded, detained and all that. These are all bad, for both of us who are doing the act and to our friends and beloved ones and generally to our families. You get me? We have names that we bear. You get me? This is Joben, this is Second, Janyen, you, Bojang. Man, when one Seka disrespect, the Seka disrespect, I represent the whole Seka clan. If the one Seka has been progressed, the whole Seka clan will be, proud of him or her. You get me? But the government has to really, really look into these matters. Not to change their offices only, but to change the life of the youth. And to give chance to the life of the youth to put on street for positive change and reformation. You get me? Yeah. So thumbs up to Kefadu, who has come to my aid, to offer their support and willing to be even part of the management with BT Entertainment and Sora Promotion as well. You get me? Yeah. For now, Alhamdulillah, I think I really need that. Because I can't do this alone. You get me? And
yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we have come.
Amadou Kora wo fanam be jele don ajaratu fatu sonko bakaw
Kora mansa
ni ajebe kumbola tumbun ko to salon ko dal ko lewon sabu Kora man ke bi fenti
baraka
ha
ngoy batar la be on
mbeje ko dura anta mu be mele neti.
If you want to receive monies from UK, Europe, USA, Canada, Switzerland, and the rest of the world, Supersonics Money Transfer has got you covered. With the largest payout network in the Gambia, you can now receive your monies anywhere you are, from Kartong to Koina, with less hassle. Yes! You can receive monies from your family and friends in UK, Europe, USA, Canada, Switzerland, and the rest of the world with our safe, secure, fast, and convenient service that offers you the largest selection of payout locations in the Gambia. Supersonics Money Transfer. We are currently in 34 African countries and counting, giving you quality money remittance services that are second to none. Visit the Google Play Store or the Apple Store today to download the Supersonics Money Transfer app and enjoy excellent money transfer.